Hi, it's Sarah here from Crafting and Stamping, and I'm back with another quick card. And today I'm using the Simply Marbleous papers from our Sale-a-bration offer. Now these come as a nice large pack, and you get multiple copies of these patterns within. So you're going to get 48 sheets of these, and you can see that they come with one style of marbling on one side and another style on the other. And I'm actually going to go with this grey today. So this is sort of basic grey and smoky slate. And I've gone for this because this marble pattern here is light enough that I'm going to be able to stamp and you'll be able to see the image. Some of these others have got light areas and you can cut for the light areas. I'm going to show you the cutting in a bit. But it's, like I say, with this one, it's mainly light enough to be able to use anyway. So I've already got a card base, A6 portrait card base of basic grey. So now I'm going to show how I'm going to cut this. So I'm going to have this on my front side, on the front of the card. And so I'm going to cut this at 3 7/8. Now I want to make sure that I have something like this area which is nice and plain. So I'm going to cut that bit off. So I've got that at 3 7/8, and I'll cut that. So I'm going to keep this for our other portion of the card, and then I'll turn this and cut that at 5 1/2. And I usually retain that little bit that I've cut off to go on my insert. Oops, gosh, right. And I've just managed to drag that through the blade, which was bad going. So I'm going to make sure that my piece actually covers that up. I was going to put the piece over there, so I'm going to have to put it over here now because you can see a scratch. Not to worry, because I'm going to put another piece over, so I'll just pop it on that side rather than, well, I can actually probably get to there and still cover it up. We'll see. So I'm still going to need the trimmer because I want to cut this. This piece here is 2 1/4 by 3 1/4, also in basic grey. And I'm now going to cut myself a piece from this. And I think, right, let's just check that. So we're going to want this 2 inches by 3 inches. So I am going to cut it there. So that's 3 inches. And I'll cut a little, it just needs a little bit cutting off here to make that 2 inches. And it is only a tiny bit I'm having to cut off there. That then, let's pull it out, should be able to fit on here quite nicely, like that. And, or was it that bit that I wanted? Actually, I think it was that bit, but never mind, we'll use this. So I'm using for my stamp set the flowering tulips, and I'm just using the thank you from this. You could go with any sentiment that you want, and I just wanted to show how to pick this up so that it's straight. I'm lining up the thank you with my grid marks to make sure that that's straight, and then popping my block on the top straight as well. And I just want to get my mat because we're using photo polymer. And it's about time I gave my mat a clean. And I'm just going to use Memento Black. You could go basic grey, but I'm going with the black to make sure that it stands out against that marbled background. So lots of light tapping, and let's just get that straight and straight, and again the grid in the background helps me get that on straight. Press firmly and peel that off, and there we are, we've got our sentiment. So let's put the top on that ink pad, and I'm going to just adhere this direct. So I'm just going to use, I'm using wet glue today. Either sort of glue is going to work fine, wet glue or dry glue for this bit. But I'm going to be attaching some ribbon, and I always recommend dry glue for the ribbon. So let's pop that on, flip it over. I'm trying to make sure that I don't smudge my stamping. There we are. And while I'm at it, I'll stick this onto my card front as well. So you get, like I say, the two different types of marbled background, and one's a much stronger pattern than the other, and the very soft pattern is great for stamping over. So you'll just pop that on there. Have I got that upside down? I've got that upside down. It's one of those days. Right, good job I spotted that. Otherwise I would have been moving my sentiment panel yet again. So there we are. Now I'm going to use the last bit of my metallic mesh, and I'm still thinking I might get some more of this. And I really like this. I'm wanting enough just to go over the panel here, and I'm actually going to double this up like that. So I'm going to pop a little bit of tear and tape on the reverse to hold the ribbon. So I'll just pop that here and here like that. I'll have my take a pick tool so that I can just peel off the backings of these easy like that. And then, like I say, I'm going to fold that in half, and I'm going to have the fold at the top. I'll just pop that around like that and tuck it behind, and again that side. And then this piece I'm also going to fold in half. This is why I don't put glue on the front, so that I can wrap my ribbon. So I've got this folded in half, and I'm simply just going to tie a knot like that, and then trim the ends at a bit of a diagonal. There we are. And now I'm just going to stick this up on some dimensionals when I can find my dimensionals. You could put it on flat, of course. There we are. Peel these off. And this is actually very similar to a card that I made last year, year before, with our Sale-a-bration papers. I'll put a link to that older one, and just to show you how easy it is to reuse a card design. And that is our quick card for today. And as I say, you could do that with different colours of papers. You could still use the same ribbon. The silver's going to go with anything really. So you could make a whole bunch of these simply with your stamp and a bit of ribbon. Or if you don't have the ribbon, perhaps a little bit more, another strip of the paper over the top just to tie it together. So I hope that that's given you a bit of inspiration. Please subscribe to my channel below so that you can see a quick card every Monday, a quick tip every Friday, and the odd project in between. And thank you for stopping by.